have you talked to Coach Holtmann and just overall thoughts on this? I know it's a tough situation.
Yeah, Dom, yesterday was a tough day. I have had a chance to talk briefly to Coach, and it was a hard day for the program all the way around yesterday.
You have served as a head coach a couple times, filling in for Holt. Just your expectations going into this now.
This is certainly different. You know, when I've filled in for Coach in the past, it's been more game management, and certainly that's going to be important down the stretch. But now there's all these other elements that I'm going to have to step up and fill the void there. But the one thing I appreciate about Holt is, and I've said this before, he helps prepare us, for, you can see, guys who have worked under him in the past, gone on to be head coaches. He helps prepare you while you're working with him. You don't fully realize it until you, I guess, are thrust into this situation. So I'll be forever appreciative of everything he taught me. He's an unbelievable coach and an even better man. And, right now the focus is serving our players well and making sure that they finish well and serving this program and fulfilling those responsibilities to the best of my ability.
What'd you say to the kids? And just give us an idea, because, as you said, it's important they finish this thing the right way.
Yeah, first and foremost, I just encourage them to take the day to process this in whatever way they feel is appropriate. We also talked about the realities that, it's natural for them to think about what's next. But there's also a reality to what's in front of us this season and the opportunity in front of us. So take time to process it, but when we come back to work the next day, it's all about preparing and winning that day and getting a little bit better, and making sure that we can put ourselves in position to win some games here down the stretch, and make sure they know too that our staff is committed to supporting them in whatever way they need, and that is our main focus, is making sure their experience here down the stretch is a good one.
You know these kids, you spend a lot of time with them. What was their reaction to you?
Well, I think first and foremost there was a element of shock for them, and they care about Coach Holtmann, and they he was a big part of the reason they came to Ohio State. But I also feel like my relationship with them and the relationship our staff has with them is something they're confident in, and we'll see today. I have great confidence that our guys are going to respond well to this. We have good leadership on this team, and we got to shake off kind of the initial feelings and shock. But we'll have a good practice today, and we're going to be able to move forward from this.
What are you feeling right now, Jake? You excited? Is your head spinning? What are you feeling?
A lot of different emotions. Again, I think a lot about Holt, his family. I'm excited, a little nervous. I've been fortunate to hear from some mentors in this profession that have provided some great insight and comfort, but absolutely excited. Looking forward to seeing our team today.
A lot of times, we talk about sports being a family, and when tough times come, circle the wagons, come closer. Are you seeing that with this club right now?
Yeah, yesterday was a really hard day, but we were able to come together as a program and have some open dialogue, acknowledge kind of where we are, but also talk about what's potentially in front of us here and what's next. So we'll continue to be transparent with our guys and create some opportunity for them to open up and express themselves as well. But make no mistake, this program is a family that extends beyond just the guys in this building. Former players care at such a high level about this program. We'll lean into that. We'll rely on some of them to offer some insight and some encouragement to our guys. But it's going to take everybody, and we are a family.
6 games ago in the regular season, Big Ten tournament, you're going to lead this team now. What are your expectations?
To have a really good practice today and make sure we are well prepared for Purdue. That's the main focus right now. Some of the best advice I got last night was to just really take it one day at a time and lean into our staff to help do that. So that's the focus. I certainly understand that there's 6 games seems like a lot, today. But right now our focus is to make sure we are well prepared for Purdue and to have a great practice.
I know how you feel about Coach Holtmann. Just have you had a chance to talk to him? Did he say anything to you?
We had a very brief conversation, and I'd like to keep that between us. But listen, who I am as a coach is been developed over time, and I've been able to take some real lessons and strengths from some Hall of Fame coaches and some great coaches, and certainly I'm going to be leaning into his influence, here down the stretch.
The kids, obviously, they got to go out and do it. Do you see a fire in their eyes right now?
I do, and I think our guys are going to respond to this in a great way. Does that mean we're going to make more shots, or mean we're going to be, those things will play out in the game, but want our guys to make sure they know we believe in them, that they need to be confident, they need to play loose, they need to have some fun, and most importantly, need to play really, really hard. So there's no question in my mind that our guys are going to respond to that.
Last thing, I don't have to tell you, people are probably doubting you guys. Big game Sunday, second-ranked Purdue coming here. What do you expect out of your club on Sunday? And, someone's got to win. Why not the Buckeyes?
We're going to play really hard. We're going to be aggressive, and we're going to be ready for the moment. I think that's the biggest thing we want to do, and we'll be certainly well prepared. Our guys are excited, and we'll with the support of Buckeye Nation, we'll see what happens.
You want a sellout. You need them on Sunday.
Our fans are the best, and they matter. They influence home games. You see it all across our league. There's unbelievable crowds all across our league. Certainly, we're no exception to that. So we could use all the help we can get from them.